Okay, so honestly, like, I did not understand much about the Electoral College before looking into it. Like, I knew it made no sense to me, and I knew I didn't like it, but I just, like, didn't know why and, like, why it's a thing. So, what is the Electoral College? It's the system that determines the winner of the presidential election. So, it has 538 delegates, which are the people who cast votes to formally elect the president. This 538 number adds up to the total number of senators in each state, which is 100, the total number of state representatives, which is 435, and then Washington, D.C. gets 3 more electors. The Electoral College is a winner-take-all system. So the winner of the popular vote in each state gets all the electoral votes in that state. The only exceptions to this are Maine and Nebraska, and they award their votes a little more proportionally based on kind of the votes that they get. So, in order to win a presidential election, you need 270 of those 538 delegates. Back in 2016, Trump won the election with 304 electoral votes. So this was the 5th time in history that the winner of the election lost the popular vote, because he lost the popular vote by, I think, like 3 million. Like, so an insane number of people that voted against him, and he still was able to win. And another recent example of this was back in 2000. Al Gore also won the popular vote, but George W. Bush ended up winning through the Electoral College. Okay, so if you're like me, you're probably like, like, don't get this. Why do we have this? So basically, this was something the founding fathers agreed to at the Constitutional Convention back in 1787. So back then, the only people who were allowed to vote were white men with property. And most people weren't educated, and honestly, they didn't even know, like, who was running for president. They didn't even really have access to that information. So hence the Electoral College. Keep in mind, this is the same system that has been in place now for more than 230 years in this country. So, why do we keep it? Keep in mind, each state, despite its population, gets the same number of electors for its 2 senators, meaning the biggest state, us here in California, gets no more electors per senator than Wyoming, which is the smallest, least populous state. So this gives smaller states a ton more power. So California, New York, and other populous states are kind of forced to live with this because too many smaller states wouldn't want to get rid of the system. To abolish the Electoral College, we would need 3/4 of the state on board. And something really interesting too is the fact that, like, California, they almost guarantee we're always going to vote. I mean, not almost. They guarantee we're going to vote blue every single election. So it's one of those things where swing states like Pennsylvania, like, the candidates will go visit Pennsylvania and will want to appease to Pennsylvania voters and, like, the issues that they care about. But, like, California, like, we're like, we want climate change action. We want all this stuff. But, like, they're not trying to appease to us.